guys, and welcome back to another video here today at the Startup Brain TV, the platform to help you boss up and create wealth for yourself. Now, if you're new to my channel is all about business, entrepreneurship, and helping you boss up. So if you're interested in all that type of content, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button because that's the only way you will be notified each time I release a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about bookkeeping and finances and how you can manage your bookkeeping if you are a small business or a boutique owner or a store owner. So if you're someone out there currently running a small business and you're struggling with your sort of bookkeeping or keeping track of your finances, then this video is for you. So you better stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Personally, I come from an accounting and finance background, so I do love bookkeeping. It's not something I would love to do for a living, but I love doing my own bookkeeping. But I know a lot of people out here are just not very familiar with the process of keeping track of business finances. Now, people can start businesses. I mean, anyone can start a business really, but it is other aspects of your business that you need to really be careful and pay attention to. Keeping track of your bookkeeping and accounting is one of the key things that as a business owner you need to be on top of your game, because first of all, you're gonna have to pay your taxes at the end of the year. If you miss your tax payments, you're getting fined a penalty. If you disclose the wrong finances, you're getting penalties for that, okay? So keeping track of your bookkeeping, not only for tax purposes, but even for you as a business owner, is perfect for you to really keep track on how well your business is performing. Because if you know how much money you're spending, how much money you're making, then essentially you know how much cash flow is going in and out of your business, okay? So it's not just something that you have to do for tax purposes, but it's really great for you as a business owner as well, because at the end of the day, money really runs your business. And if you're not keeping track of that money and you don't have that together, your business is going to suffer, because there's no way of tracking how you're performing. And you know, you could make a sale today and then end up thinking that's how much money you've actually made, forgetting that you've spent a lot of money as well in the past. It's very easy for us to get excited and say we've done 10K sales this month, but you forget about the 5K expenses that have come out of your business, and then you may find yourself now struggling to keep the business afloat a few months down the line because you're basically not keeping track of your finances and you don't know what you realistically have. So in order to get started with keeping track of your bookkeeping or accounting, the first thing of course that you will need is a sort of a bookkeeping software or a system in place that you can use, a tool, anything that you can use to key in your transactions and produce your monthly profit and loss statements. Now, a profit and loss statement is essentially a statement that details a summary of all your income, your expenses, and how much you've made in terms of gross and net profits. Now, it's really essential that you invest in a bookkeeping software. You don't have to buy something really expensive. I know we have things like QuickBooks, we have things like Sage. These are the sort of big ones that you can look into, but Excel works a treat. I do not use any other programs for my bookkeeping. I use Excel. Okay, an Excel spreadsheet works a treat. Every computer, every laptop has free access to Excel. So you can go in there and basically start writing down how much money you've made this month, how much you've spent, and calculate your profits, okay? Or if you're looking for something more easy to use, something that already has all the formula preset and pre-calculated for you, check out the No Hassle Accounting bookkeeping spreadsheet. This spreadsheet also comes free of charge with the Run Boutique Business Kit, because you know we've obviously collaborated and partnered up with No Hassle Accounting to offer this free to our members. So if you get access to the Run Boutique Business Kit, which is basically an all-in-one boutique business startup kit, you do gain access to this free of charge, okay? But if you're looking to just get access to the bookkeeping spreadsheet, you can check out No Hassle Accounting. I'll leave a link down below. That's what I personally use. I've used that over the years, and honestly, I've never had any problems with the tax man, okay? And it's really great to monitor your income and expenses on a day-to-day basis as well. So once you get yourself access to a bookkeeping spreadsheet, the next thing you want to gain access to, of course, is a business bank account. This is really important to keep track of your business and really separate it from your personal expenses. It's very easy for us to have one account where money comes in for business, money comes in, goes out for rent in the same account, money goes out for your own shopping, for your personal needs. You really want to separate your business from your personal. And as a matter of fact, here in the UK, for example, if you have a limited company or an LLC, it's actually required by law to have a business account with your limited company details and information on it. Okay, it's actually a requirement, so you can't really get away from it. However, if you're self-employed, you could get away with just having your personal account for your business transactions. So I recommend that you get yourself a business account. It doesn't have to be a business account. You can just open another personal account, but just dedicate those transactions for your business and make sure that it's being used solely for business. Okay, so now you have a bookkeeping system and you have your bank business account open. The next thing, of course, is to start keeping track of your expenses and your income. So the best way to do this is set yourself either a day in a week or a day in a month to keep track of those invoices. I wouldn't say you should exceed anything over a month, because then it gets a bit messy. What I usually do is at the last weekend actually of every month, I use the Saturday to keep track of all my income expenses. I basically do my bookkeeping for that month. Some people may want to do it in a week, on a week-to-week basis, even better. But for me, monthly works perfect for me, and to be honest, you know, I don't see a problem with that. So go with what works for you. Pick a day that you don't have any distractions, because you really need to focus when you're keeping track of your finances. And if you can't do this yourself, trust me, you can hire someone to come and do your bookkeeping for you once or twice a month. Pay them for that one-off job. You don't have to hire a full-time accountant or full-time bookkeeper. There's a lot of bookkeepers out there that freelance. You can check out a lot of platforms. Check out Classify Ads websites, and you'll come across so many bookkeepers, or just Google bookkeepers in your local area, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of bookkeepers that can offer that service on a freelance basis. But if you're just a newbie getting started, then I'm sure you may not really need a bookkeeper unless you really have to. Of course, with the help of the No Hassle Accounting bookkeeping system, you don't necessarily need to hire a bookkeeper. All you have to do is just key in how much money you've made this month, how much money you've spent this month, and then it automatically creates your profit and loss statement, which is usually what you have to present to the taxman or the IRS at the end of the year. Okay, so it's really handy. So what you want to do now, of course, is make sure that whenever you make a sale, print out a copy of the invoice. Okay, print it out. If you're making a sale on your Shopify store, I'm sure they have an option that you can download a receipt of that sale, or you can even get that from PayPal or whatever payment processors you're using. Print out a copy for your own business needs. Make sure you file all that paperwork together and keep it somewhere safe. You can use the shoebox or, you know, just any filing system you've got in place. And then at the end of every week or every month or every time period that you dedicate towards your bookkeeping, you can then go through all the different receipts, key in the transactions in your bookkeeping spreadsheet or program or whatever software you're using. And then in the expense section, also make sure you're keying in all the different expenses that you spend that month. Don't underestimate anything. Don't feel like, oh, I only spend, you know, $3 on a Starbucks coffee during a business meeting. It's probably not a lot, but that's actually a petty expense that needs to go into your business. All these little pennies do add up, okay? If you bought some clothing label tags, make sure you've got that covered there. If you've invested in inventory, make sure you have that included in your cost of sales as well. And don't get confused with revenue and profit. So revenue is basically how much money has actually come into your business. So if a customer bought this shirt from me, for example, for $25, that's revenue, right? Now, in order for me to get this top, I need to find a supplier that sells this top and buy this top wholesale price of, say, $5, you know, as an example. Now that $5 is my cost of sales. So I have to deduct that from the $25 to get my gross profit of $20. Now the gross profit again is not the final profit. The final profit that you need to really be keen on, and that's essentially what you have in your bank account, is your net profit. So now I have this $20 gross profit. Now I need to think about the cost of shipping this item to my customer. That's an expense. How much PayPal has actually deducted. That's an expense. So you see your prices and your fees are getting more and more. Think about I don't know, your polymailer bag that you're going to be shipping the shirt in. That's another expense. Think about your label tax, you know, that's another expense. Think about even the paper you're using to print out your invoices. That's another expense, okay? And, you know, even your flyers or business cards or anything else you're including in that package is already an expense. So you need to add up all those little expenses and deduct that from the $20 in order to get to your profit. So your gross profit, it's not your final profit. You need to deduct any other thing that is associated with the production and delivery of that product to your customers, okay? So In a nutshell, make sure you have a bookkeeping system in place. Make sure you have a business bank account open where all your business sales and transactions are going into. Make sure you keep track of your invoices, and make sure you key in all that data every end of the month or whatever time frame you choose, okay? So I hope you guys found this video useful in keeping track of your bookkeeping, your finances, and it's not just applicable to boutique owners but small businesses as a whole. And again, if you're interested in getting started with your online boutique, again, check out the Run Boutique Business Kit and check out the Online Boutique CEO on Amazon if you prefer reading, and head over to No Hassle Accounting and gain access to that spreadsheet if you want to purchase that separately, and I'll leave all the deets down below, okay? So thank you guys once again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.